everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into some mind-blowing facts about Christmas that you probably never knew. From ancient traditions to modern-day quirks, we're gonna uncover the wild, wacky, and totally true stories behind everyone's favorite holiday. Okay, so you're probably thinking, Christmas trees, Jimmy? Really? That's your first fact? But hold your reindeer, folks. This isn't your grandma's Christmas tree history lesson. Did you know that the tradition of Christmas trees dates back to ancient Egypt and Rome? Yeah, you heard that right. Long before Santa, Egyptians and Romans used to bring evergreen trees into their homes during the winter solstice. They saw these trees as symbols of life and hope during the darkest days of the year. The Egyptians would decorate their homes with palm rushes, while the Romans went all out with boughs of holly. They believed that these plants held magical powers to ward off evil spirits and bring good luck. It wasn't until the 16th century that the Christmas tree as we know it today started to take shape in Germany. Legend has it that Martin Luther, the Protestant reformer, was so moved by the beauty of the stars twinkling through the branches of an evergreen tree that he brought one home and decorated it with candles. From there, the tradition of decorating Christmas trees spread throughout Europe and eventually made its way to America with German immigrants in the 17th century. So the next time you're admiring your beautifully decorated Christmas tree, remember those ancient Egyptians and Romans who started it all. All right, let's talk Christmas cards. The first Christmas card ever sent was in 1843, and it depicted a family, wait for it, drinking wine. That's right, folks. No reindeer, no snowmen, no Santa Claus. Just a happy family enjoying some holiday cheer. The card was designed by John Calcott Horsley for Sir Henry Cole, the first director of London's Victoria and Albert Museum. Sir Henry was a busy guy, and he wanted a way to send holiday greetings to all his friends and family without having to write a million letters. So he commissioned Horsley to create a card that he could mass produce and send out. The card featured a central illustration of a family enjoying a Christmas feast, complete with wine glasses in hand. On either side of the main image were scenes of charitable acts like giving food and clothing to the poor. The first Christmas card was a hit, and it sparked a tradition that's still going strong today. All right, let's talk about the big guy himself, Santa Claus. He's jolly, he's got a white beard longer than my list of New Year's resolutions, and he always wears red. Well, hold on to your Santa hats, folks, because Santa Claus was originally depicted as wearing green, not red. I know, it's mind-blowing. In early depictions, Santa's suit was often green, a nod to his pagan roots and the ancient tradition of celebrating nature during the winter solstice. So, how did Santa go from green to red? Well, it seems Coca-Cola had something to do with it. In 1931, the beverage giant hired illustrator Haddon Sundblom to create a series of ads featuring Santa Claus enjoying their product. Sundblom's Santa was plump, jolly, and decked out in Coca-Cola red and white, and his image became so popular that it pretty much cemented Santa's red-suited look in the public imagination. So the next time you see Santa rocking that iconic red suit, remember, it's not just a fashion statement, it's a piece of marketing history. Picture this. It's Christmas Eve. You're all dressed up and you're heading out for a delicious Christmas dinner. But instead of the traditional turkey or ham, you're sitting down to a bucket of KFC. In Japan, it's a tradition to eat KFC for Christmas dinner. You heard that right, folks? Forget the roast goose, forget the figgy pudding. In Japan, Christmas is all about Colonel Sanders. It all started back in the 1970s with a wildly successful marketing campaign by KFC Japan. They called it Kurosamasu Niwa Kentucky, which translates to Kentucky for Christmas. The campaign was a smash hit, and it quickly became a national tradition. Today, millions of Japanese families pre-order their KFC Christmas meals weeks in advance to avoid the lines that stretch around the block. All right, get ready to belt it out with me, folks. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Ah, Jingle Bells, the quintessential Christmas carol. It just wouldn't be the holidays without it, right? Well, prepare to have your Christmas cookies crumble because Jingle Bells was originally written for Thanksgiving, not Christmas. I know, right? It's like finding out Rudolph's nose was originally painted blue, but it's true. The song was written in 1857 by James Lord Pierpont, and it was originally titled One Horse Open Sleigh. While the lyrics do mention sleigh bells and snow, which are certainly associated with winter, there's no mention of Christmas trees. presents, or Santa Claus. So the next time you're belting out jingle bells, remember you're actually singing a Thanksgiving song. All right, let's talk about everyone's favorite red-nosed reindeer, Rudolph. He's the most famous reindeer of all, but did you know that Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer was created as a marketing gimmick for Montgomery Ward in 1939? That's right, folks. Rudolph wasn't always the star of the show. He started his career as a marketing tool. Back in the 1930s, the department store Montgomery Ward was looking for a way to boost holiday sales. They decided to create a free coloring book for kids, and they needed a catchy character to be the star. Enter Robert L. May, a copywriter for Montgomery Ward, who came up with the idea of a reindeer with a shiny red nose. May's Rudolph was a bit different from the one we know and love today. He was shy, self-conscious about his bright red nose, and often teased by the other reindeer. But just like Rudolph's nose lit up the night, the coloring book was a huge hit. Montgomery Ward gave away millions of copies, and Rudolph quickly became a beloved Christmas character. In Iceland, there are 13 Santas, and they leave gifts in shoes placed by windowsills. That's right, folks, forget the one jolly old elf. Iceland has a whole crew of them. These merry pranksters are called the Yule Lads, and they're said to be the sons of Gryla, a terrifying ogress who boils naughty children in a stew. Don't worry though, the Yule Lads are more mischievous than mean. Each night, starting on December 12th, one of the Yule Lads comes down from the mountains and visits children, leaving small gifts in the shoes they've placed by their windowsills. But be warned, if you've been naughty, you might find a rotten potato instead. Each Yule Lad has a unique personality and a name that reflects their favorite type of prank. So if you're ever in Iceland for the holidays, make sure to leave your shoes by the windowsill, and who knows, you might just get a visit from one of the Yule Lads. Okay, let's talk about abbreviations. We use them all the time, right? LOL, BRB, OMG. But have you ever wondered about the abbreviation Xmas? Some people think it's a modern invention, a way to take the Christ out of Christmas. But guess what? The abbreviation Xmas isn't a modern invention. It dates back to the 16th century. The X in Xmas actually represents the Greek letter chi, which is the first letter of the word Christ in Greek. So Xmas is literally just a shorthand way of writing Christmas using the ancient Greek abbreviation for Christ. Back in the day, using the abbreviation Xmas was a way of showing respect for the religious significance of the holiday. So the next time you see Xmas written down, remember it's actually a centuries-old tradition that pays homage to the holiday's religious roots. All right, let's talk about Christmas traditions around the world. Every country has its own unique way of celebrating, right? But this one takes the fruitcake. In Venezuela, people roller skate to early morning Christmas Mass. You heard that right, folks. Forget caroling, forget carpooling. In Venezuela, they roll to Mass on 8 wheels. This unique tradition, known as Misa de Aguinaldos, takes place in the days leading up to Christmas, from December 16th to December 24th. Early in the morning, before the sun even thinks about rising, the streets of Caracas and other Venezuelan cities come alive with the sound of roller skates. The tradition is so popular that many streets are closed to traffic to allow people to skate safely to church. Some people even decorate their skates with lights and tinsel. After Mass, everyone gathers for traditional Christmas treats like halakas, corn dough tamales filled with meat and vegetables, and pan de jamon, sweetbread filled with ham, raisins, and olives. All right, let's wrap things up with a Christmas fact that's larger than life. We're talking about the world's largest Christmas stocking. This thing makes Santa's sack look like a tiny purse. Get this. The world's largest Christmas stocking measured 106 feet and 9 inches long and 49 feet and 1 inch wide. That's like taller than a 3-story building and wider than a bowling alley. Can you imagine the size of the presents that would fit in there? This mega stocking was created in December 2004 by the Children's Society in London, England. It took a team of volunteers over 2 months to knit this massive stocking using over 1,000 miles of yarn. That's enough yarn to stretch from London to Rome and back. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these crazy Christmas facts, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. From all of us here at Channel Name, we wish you a very Merry Christmas filled with joy, laughter, and maybe even a few more mind-blowing facts. Happy holidays!